Hey, what's up there, YouTube? Welcome back. So, while we're in the middle of basically revamping the YouTube channel, we are going to be making some videos that we're going to be making when everything gets remodeled. So, in this episode, we are going to be using XCode, teaching you how to use it, and trying to make an application that will work on the Mac. So, you can create stuff for iPhone, iPad, and macOS. So we are going to be trying to make a macOS 10 ElCaptain application. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so here we are on the desktop of macOS 10 ElCaptain, and today we are going to be using XCode. Okay, so XCode is launching up here on OS 10. Let me make sure it is not in expose. It takes a second to start up here. Okay, so here we are, Xcode 7.2.1. So we are going to be creating a new Xcode project. Give it a second. Okay, so we want to do a master detail application next, and we are going to call it OS first timer application. Okay. So it's going to be in Swift, and I want it as a Mac. But I guess, let's see. Oh, because I did iOS, so we want a macOS, and we want a Cocoa application next. Okay, so it's going to be named OS First Timer USA application. It's using Swift. And let's click next. Okay, so we are going to store it on elements.c, and we're going to create a new folder called Xcode, and a new folder called OS First Timer application, and we are going to create. Okay. So here we are on a brand new thing. So we are going to do, for deployment, 10.11. This is an application. This is going to be I'm going to say utility. And I think it's fine with no signing. Okay, so I don't really have an icon here, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna go into capabilities here, and we are going to say nothing, resource tags. That's good. Info. Yeah, that's fine. Build settings. / applications. ElCaptain. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, build phases. Dependencies, build rules. Okay, so let's go into the main storyboard. Okay. So, here we have OS First Timer USA application. So in here, we get to edit like what is our menu gonna look like. So I can do font and everything. That's all default here. So let's say we run it. So let's hit play here. It may or may not work. Let's see here. Okay, so it's compiling one of one storyboard files. Make sure it's doing good here. Oh, it is actually. That's good. Copying Swift standard libraries. So while that's going on, we can close out of here. Okay, so build did succeed, so that's good. So I'm assuming it's gonna try to open it. Okay, so there it is right there, OS First Timer USA application. So it is actually working on the Mac. So this is all that we have here. So that's good. Okay. So that's basically this thing right here. So let's Command Tab back in. Yeah, see, like everything is good. And I can, let's say, make a full screen. So it's just a full screen white application. So we're going to quit OS First Timer USA application. And we are going to go and insert a object. Maybe. Nope. Okay. So I'm not the greatest at XCode because like this is what like my second application actually building, and like I'm not doing it for iOS, I'm doing it for MacOS. So yeah, don't expect me to know everything. Okay, so let's do a pop-up button here so we can add that. Okay, so in here I can do, let's make that say documents, pictures, and videos. Okay. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a button okay. And then recessed button. Alright, so let's put in a push button and let's say go to this library. Okay, so go to this library. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is go back in here and say we want a main menu. Okay, so let's say I want to play Bottle. There. Okay, so now it should have the music. So we're gonna hit play. So just doing this, it's not that easy actually. I was expecting XCode to be like, oh, you just drag stuff and you do stuff, but it doesn't really seem like it. So what we're going to try to do is add a new little window here. Yes, okay, so we have videos, documents, and pictures. So it does play that sound. And that is what it sounds like. So it does play it. So it's like, oh, you have an error, you can't open it. So let's try to add a new window. Okay, so I'm trying to make like a link thing. Like a view controller scene. Like I can't like do like new, oh, window there. Oh, I think, oh, that's an actual window. Okay, not like like a window. Okay. So okay. So let's insert, there was, oh wait, hold on, window controller. Oh no, I want a view controller. Tab view controller, object controller. Let's add an object. View controller, there. Okay. So we're gonna drag it via this. Right there. Okay. So I wanted to link between these two. So I think I have to do a view controller or a window controller between the two. Okay, so that's Okay, so that's linked to this, so I can delete that. Move this down. And let's say it's like I want this view controller put in with this. Oh wait. Pin is off. What's this? Oh. Okay, so let's add a picture frame type thing. Okay, so let's now go into the code, see what's all in here. Oof. Like this makes you can show it elsewhere in storyboard. I don't care about G-Flash. Really? You had to... Okay, so I want it to do a... Like when I click to go to this library, I want it to actually like go to a different thing. So I'm going to put a window controller into that library. Maybe. Tab view controller, object controller, array controller, tree controller. It's like there's all these controllers here. So let's put in a object controller into that button. So let's put in a horizontal slider just for the fun of it. I can put like a little thing right there. Okay, so, oh, that's a browser. Okay. Okay, so let's put in a up here there is a tab view controller, so let's put that up here. Maybe. Oh, okay. So I see what it's doing. Okay, so I want actually 3, so let me put one more view controller up, maybe. It's green. Object controller, array, view, tree, user, text finder. Battery exhausted. Guess I'm having to change out my battery, so I'll let you know when I'm back. So, Xcode is seeming to be a little harder than what I thought, but it's, at least I don't have to actually code it out, because, you know, that would take a while. I don't have the patience to actually, like, completely do it. So, how do I then... I swear, it's like you have to do, like, a lot of stuff to do anything. Like, object controller. Let's put that in. Oh, no. Tree controller. Binding compatible controller. Like, I want 3 boxes. So let's do... I'm wanting to do a new one of these, so that's what relationship. So I have a push button, I have a checkbox. I see like a date picker. Huh. Okay. So I guess I'm not gonna do that. I wish like I could just like easily click that and click and like do new controller or something. Oh, let's go there. Cause like it's pretty annoying. And so like let's say I put in a new window controller or view controller. I think that's it. What is it? Like another tab view controller in. Okay, so let's do a new view controller, I guess. Okay, let's see what it's doing. Okay, so I just put in another window controller here, and so let's say I want it to, okay, so I'm going to put in here a button . Trying to find buttons. There's a menu. I think the buttons are up top here. Yeah, so let's do just a recessed button in here saying, oh, go to next window. And I put in here this window controller. Oh wait, window controller, first responder. So that's the controller. Yeah, like let's say I drag a window controller into there, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so let's run this and see what happens. Oh, I'm already running it. So we're going to stop it, and we're going to start it back up. So, to the people who actually know how to use this, you guys are good. Because I'm trying to just make a simple program, and I'm getting all confused. So, like that's not doing anything. It's not allowed to shrink it, but it doesn't like update or anything. That's just a random slider I put in. But like this tab view thing over here, it's not working. So And I don't know how to connect these things to each other. So like if I click this, go to this library button, I don't know what to put it on. First responder. Like if I right click it, do anything with it. Oh. Let's see here. If I could have go to previous page, go to first screen, go to next page. Eject. Yeah. So the only thing that actually worked was getting this go to this library button to play a sound. That's the only thing that I got. Like there's nothing really. So we're gonna quit that. And we are going to try new project. This time, let's do a single view application for iOS. And this will be for 8.4.1 app. It's going to be in a, it's going to be for iPad and in Swift. Okay. Let's save it in this thing. Okay, so it's going to be for 8.4. And okay. So let's go into the storyboard. Oh no, main storyboard. It's indexing what I've already put into it. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. You make sure XCode is still actually working. It's not responding. Okay. Okay. So, we are going to put in a I'm going to first of all put in a date picker. Okay, so that's going to be huge. That looks like. Okay. We're going to also change our device from an iPad Pro to an iPad 2. So that's going to be a date picker. Okay. So first, let's do a view controller. So that is automatically connected to our thing. Oh no. It should be. Storyboard entry point. I'll be back. Okay. So we're going to put in a tab bar controller. I think we've already done this though. And it's always 2 items. I want it to be 3. Wait. Okay, so we can delete that too. So let's make this program full screen so that we can actually see stuff. Okay. So okay. So I want to change this. Yeah, I don't know what's up with it. So Okay. So what's the hardest thing about this is that I don't know how to connect these up. Like, this tab bar controller controls these two things. But I don't know how to make these. Well, let's play it. So build succeeded. So build succeeded. Okay, so iOS is almost up here. It's apparently iOS 9.2. Okay, so iOS is almost up here. It's apparently iOS 9.2. Okay. So let's go hardware, rotate left. I think I literally went to sleep. Slide to unlock. Oh my. I think I literally went to sleep. Wow. slide to unlock. Oh my. Wow. It's like, even if you don't have an iPad, you can just get XCode just to run a simulator to get an iPad, because like, this is essentially, it's like, even if you don't have an iPad, Google, you can just get XCode just to run a simulator to get an iPad, because like, legit. This is essentially Google. Like, everything works. Google. Except for your scroll. Like, this is just essentially an iPad with a mouse. Legit. Like, to get home, you just have to like, do everything works. Except for your scroll wheel. And then, like, you do it twice, and there's your multitask. Like, to get home, you just have to do Shift-Command-H. And then, like, you do it twice, and there's your multitask. But my app doesn't want to work. It's like, it even says here, simulate memory warning. Why? Toggle in-call status bar? Keyboard uses the same layout as OS X. Like, I can even put in an Apple TV. And turn this into an Apple TV. So XCode is pretty amazing. And so here is Apple TV. With only settings. So I can't really do much on Apple TV OS. Yeah, I can't do much. Apple TV remote, yeah. Yeah, the graphics on this thing, because it is a 07 Mac, is like terrible. So, yeah. But it didn't work because I don't know, it just did not work on iPad. Probably because it's meant for iOS 8 and Xcode only supports iOS 9. I'm not sure. So that was me trying out Xcode. It did not really go all that well because I don't use Xcode and I've never used it. So I was basically just going off by what looks like is easy, but it's really not. Xcode is for the developers that actually know what they're doing. I was trying to create a macOS 10 application and an iOS application that would maybe do something, but I did do it in macOS. I made a button that made a sound. That is it. I wanted to port over an app to my iPhone 4S, but I had to do a lot of steps to like get a developer account with Apple and do all that stuff, which I really didn't want to do because honestly that would have taken too much time, and also being an Apple developer, I wouldn't want to do that, to be honest. I just use it to like get betas in like macOS here, which we will be covering macOS 10.15 Catalina in an upcoming episode. I just have to get it reinstalled because I got rid of it, but it shouldn't be too hard to get back onto like a virtual machine or something, because like it's not that hard to. I couldn't actually download it from the App Store though, even though I enabled the beta account in a virtual machine. I couldn't actually get Catalina to install, so I might have to transfer it to a flash drive or something to get it on there. So the exposure on this camera is terrible. I'm just looking at it, it's bad. Yeah, need some more lights. So, using Xcode, it's pretty hard to do, and I wouldn't want to do it all the time as like my full-time job, because like it's hard to like do this when you're a beginner. So teaching you how to use software, that's what we're going to be trying to do, and also just basically talking about beta software and teaching you how to use like macOS if you're a newcomer, or not really iOS because like I'm on an old iOS version, but showing you like, oh hey, here's Mojave, here's Catalina, what's new, which is actually a lot if you watch WWDC. So I think that'll be it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed Logan trying out XCode on ElCaptain. Coming soon we will be taking a look at what macOS Catalina looks like. See you next time.